A chilling tale unfolds as we delve into the growing concern of black vulture attacks on cattle, a phenomenon that has cattle farmers on edge. The battle for survival is intensifying, and climate change is a key culprit in this unsettling trend. Imagine Allan Bryant's relief as he spots turkey vultures, the less aggressive cousins of the menacing black vulture, circling above his newborn calf. "They're easy to hate," he says of the black vultures, describing them as one of the ugliest things I've ever seen. Black vultures, known for their scavenging nature and occasional attacks on sick or newborn animals, have become a persistent problem for cattle farmers like Bryant. Despite his efforts to protect his animals, he has lost livestock to these birds in the past. Now, he employs unique tactics, such as erecting a scarecrow made from a dead black vulture, in an attempt to scare off the live ones. It's a temporary solution, as the birds return after a week. But here's where it gets controversial. Lobbying groups are pushing for legislation that would allow landowners to kill more of these birds, which, although protected, are not endangered. Experts, however, urge caution, emphasizing the need for more research to understand the birds' impact on livestock and the potential ecosystem effects of their removal. The range of these scavenging birds has expanded northward, a trend attributed, in part, to climate change. Warmer winters, fueled by climate change, have made it easier for the birds to survive in regions that were previously too cold for them. Additionally, human development in suburban and rural areas has inadvertently enriched their habitat, providing an abundance of food sources in the form of roadkill and vulnerable animals on cattle farms. They are very good at taking advantage of food resources and remembering where those things are, says Andrew Farnsworth, a visiting scientist at Cornell Lab of Ornithology who studies bird migration. Despite being protected by the Migratory Bird Treaty Act, black vultures are not truly migratory. They breed and disperse to new areas, settling there. Tom Karr, a cattle farmer near Pomeroy, Ohio, shares his distressing experience of losing a calf to a black vulture a decade ago. He tried to avoid the birds by moving his fall calving season later in the year, but to no avail. "The birds stay all year round," he says. Joni Grimes, owner of a 350-head calf-cow operation in Hillsboro, Ohio, echoes the challenge. "We try to keep them up closer to the barns for the first few days," she says. Annette Erickson, from Twin Maples Farm in Milton, West Virginia, has noticed the black vultures for several years but has not yet lost any animals to them. They move their livestock into a barn when expecting calves and lambs and use trained Great Pyrenees dogs to patrol the fields and barnyard for raptors. Local cattlemen's associations and state farm bureaus assist producers in obtaining depredation permits, allowing them to shoot a few birds each year. However, as Brian Shooter, executive vice president of the Indiana Beef Cattle Association, points out, by the time the permits are obtained, the damage is often already done. In March, lawmakers in Congress introduced a bill that would permit farmers to capture or kill black vultures, in order to prevent death, injury, or destruction to livestock. While many farmers and those in the cattle industry support this move, Farnsworth from the Cornell Lab cautions against it. He believes black vultures play a super important role in cleaning up dead stuff, and simply killing them may create room for more bothersome predators or scavengers. Current research, according to Farnsworth, does not indicate that black vultures account for an unusually high proportion of livestock deaths. However, many farmers are unwilling to take that risk. "They just basically eat them alive," says Karr. "It is so disgusting." This issue raises important questions. Should we prioritize the protection of these birds, even if they pose a threat to livestock? Or is it necessary to take more drastic measures to safeguard our agricultural industry? What are your thoughts on this controversial topic? Feel free to share your opinions in the comments below.